The days that followed felt different for Emily, not because the pizza mart had changed, but because something inside her had quietly shifted. She still tied the same apron, stood behind the same counter, and greeted customers with the same gentle smile, yet there was a new weight in her heart, not fear, but awareness. She had seen how one small act, something she barely thought twice about, could ripple outward and touch lives she would never fully know. The promotion helped ease the constant pressure at home, and for the first time in years, Emily and her mother could sit at the small kitchen table without counting every dollar before speaking. Her mother noticed the change immediately, the way Emily came home less exhausted, the way her eyes carried a softness mixed with cautious hope. They talked late into the night, about school, about the future, about dreams that had once felt irresponsible but now felt quietly possible again. Emily enrolled in evening classes, walking into classrooms filled with younger students, feeling out of place at first, yet determined. During the day she worked, at night she studied, and somewhere in between, she continued doing what she had always done, treating people with kindness, even when no one was watching. At the pizza mart, word slowly spread. Customers noticed the small things, how Emily listened, how she remembered names, how she never rushed anyone, even during the busiest hours. Some began leaving larger tips, others wrote short notes on receipts thanking her for her patience. One woman returned a week later just to say that Emily's smile had come on a day when she felt invisible. Emily accepted these moments quietly, never letting them change her humility. She knew too well how quickly circumstances could shift, how fragile stability could be. Yet kindness remained her constant, not because it brought rewards, but because it reminded her of who she was. One evening, as the dinner rush slowed, the man she had helped weeks earlier came back again. This time he was wearing a borrowed jacket that fit him slightly too large, but his posture was straighter, his voice steadier. He ordered food and paid for it himself, then asked if he could speak to Emily for a moment. Standing near the counter, he told her that the meal she gave him had been the first warm food he'd eaten in days, but more than that, it had reminded him that he was still human, still worth something. That reminder, he said, had given him the strength to accept help when it was offered, to apply for work, to believe that his life wasn't over. Emily listened, her throat tight, realizing that sometimes people didn't need saving, they needed to be seen. Life continued, not magically perfect, but meaningful. Emily balanced work, study, and home, often tired, sometimes overwhelmed, yet grounded in a sense of purpose she had never known before. The pizza mart owner checked in occasionally, not as a boss, but as someone who believed in investing in people. He encouraged Emily to lead by example, to train new staff not just in procedures but in empathy. Slowly, the atmosphere of the store changed. New employees watched Emily and followed her lead, learning that efficiency and kindness were not opposites but partners. Months later, on a quiet afternoon, Emily stood by the window watching rain fall, the same kind of rain as that night when everything began. She realized then that kindness wasn't loud or dramatic. It didn't always come with recognition or reward. Often, it looked like a warm meal, a patient response, a smile given freely. And yet, it had the power to change directions, to rewrite stories, to spark hope where there was none. Emily didn't know where life would take her next, but she knew this much with certainty. As long as she carried kindness with her, she would never truly be lost.